Good morning, you all. Welcome to Officer TV. Yes, why people in Kolkata are happy? That's what I gathered in 3 weeks I spent there recently. The malls are bustling on a Sunday evening. The Tony Taligan Club is so crowded that it takes some time to get a towel. And of course, the food stalls on the streets are doing roaring business with their mutton and egg rolls. There is an old Bangla saying, Baro Mase Tero Parbon. Bengalis celebrate 13 festivals in the 12 months of the year. That number has soared and the festivals have got longer. The traditional 5-day Durga Puja now extends to 10 days. State government offices are shut down for these 10 days. Well-funded organizers even extended the Saraswati Puja, the festival of the goddess of learning, traditionally a sober one-day affair. 2, 3 or 4 days grand pandals are built on themes like the Red Fort and the North Fort. Music blares from the pandals till late at night since Bengalis pride themselves on their liberalism. It ranges from Rabindra Sangeet to Kishore Kumar classics to trance music. Since this year Saraswati Puja coincided with Republic Day, thus depriving the hard-working people of the state of an annual break. The government declared January 27 as a public holiday. Why should not people be happy? Ganesh Chaturthi, unheard of in West Bengal till a few years ago, is now a huge annual festival that brings more joy and entertainment to citizens. Lord Hanuman, who had never been in the Bengali pantheon, is now of there's bricks business in Hanuman amulets and rings that promise good luck and wealth. Entire television channels are dedicated to astrology. People call in with their problem. They are given guidance and invited to visit the jewelry shops or the astrologer sites for a detailed reading of their horoscopes and recommendation on what precious stones to buy and wear as Felsef tells man. So one day a man called into a show. I was watched and complained that the astrologer had promised his business income would rise soon, but it was now 4 months and he was still struggling. Is this a T20 match? Snapped the sage. All this takes time. The classified advertisement space on the second page of the largest selling Bangla newspaper Anandabazar Patrika is almost entirely devoted to astrologers and various Hirasut Baba S. Most of them specifically guarantee success in love affairs and marriage and Bosikaron. The ability to control your lover, spouse or boss solution are available for every problem. There is hope everywhere. The unique West Bengal institution of club is thriving like never before. My memory of these clubs from few decades ago is of young men hunched over a carom board set up on a busy pavement under a light bulb powered by electricity stolen from the nearby tram line. Today, these clubs are prosperous thanks to generous grants from the government. Among other things, they get rupees 60,000 every year to organize their Durga Puja. In return, the club provides grassroots political services to the Trinamool Congress. Office wearers of clubs which deliver good results are rewarded with motorcycles and other essentials. Where there used to be one carom board forcing pedestrians to step off the pavement onto the road for only a few years to continue their journey, now there is a long row of boards and people may have to walk 100 years on the road. But unlike in some other Indian sites and cities, they may not really be risking life or limb. Traffic moves at a steady pace, and in any case, the motorist is well aware that it is the pedestrian who rules the roads in Kolkata, and he will be beaten black and blue by the always present crowds ever ready to mete out justice if a car touches the body of someone walking the underdog rules. What could be better than that? Wherever one goes, Mamata Banerjee becomes benignly down from billboards and kiosks. He reminds us of our many welfare schemes: healthcare, girl child, women's financial security, grants for your daughter's wedding, free bicycles. She also takes credit for central schemes like free ration, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana and the extension of the metro rail network. The achievements are impressive. Some estimate probably exaggerated claim that if a family takes advantage of all of Mamata's schemes, no family member may really need to preserve at a full-time job. This is a terrific. As a great philosopher once said, what we should seek from life is money and a lot of leisure time to enjoy it. I cannot remember who exactly said this, but googling this quote is too much hard work. Of course, there are a few problems. The government's free healthcare scheme Sasthu Sati Banerjee rejected the center's Ayushman Bharat program is in a bit of trouble. Many private hospitals are refusing patients since the government has been unable to pay them hundreds of crores of rupees that are due to them. The media is filed with stories of massive corruption scandals involving sand, coal, and cattle smuggling and a jobs for bribe scam in recruitment of teachers for government schools. Several Trinamool leaders, including former Education Minister Partha Chatterjee, are currently in prison while the Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate investigate. One of them, Anubrata Mondal, a former fish hawker, is a strongman who has ruled the Bolpur Santiniketan area with an iron fist for many years, including public calls to Trinamool cadre to throw bombs at police. However, Nobel laureate Amartya Sen, who on his visit to India spends much of his time at his ancestral home in Santiniketan, Mandal's territory, has recently said that Mamata Banerjee has the capabilities to be the country's prime minister. This has brought great cheer to Bengalis. How can the greatest living Bengali be wrong? Every day, crowds of curious tourists and merrymakers gather outside Saint Santiniketan's home in the hope of catching a glimpse of the prophet. The other hotspot is nearby Appa, the house that Partha Chatterjee built for himself and his lady friend Arpita Mukherjee. Both are currently in jail. The sightseers take smiling selfies in front of the gate. It is all great fun. Life goes on at a comfortable place and pace. A visit to a bank for routine inquiries can easily last an hour or more. In sari shop, salesman explained to you at great length why the sari that you have chosen to buy is the wrong choice and you should instead take this other lower price one. Customers don't mind. No one is in much of a hurry. What exactly are you going to achieve anyway by saving half an hour? Everyone is happy to wait a bit and everyone is ready to get into friendly conversation with strangers as they work together. What more could one want? Kolkata is a city to retire in after you decide you have had enough of all those rat races that plague the other metropolises. Dear Nazir, vote for Shakti.